now pending to impartial justice according to the Constitution. So help me God.
President, last Thursday, May 14, 2026, the House of Representatives, through Secretary General Cheloy Garafil, personally delivered to the articles of impeachment against Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte, pursuant to Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 3 of the Constitution, and Rule 4, Section 11 of the Rules of Procedure in proceedings of the House of Representatives. Earlier today, the articles of impeachment were referred to the Committee on Rules and consequently to the Senate sitting as an impeachment court. Mr. President, the articles of impeachment against Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte with its annexes are now presented to the court for proper disposition and action.
The same is duly noted of record. Resolution number 39 or the rules of procedure on impeachment trial shall continue to apply. We further note that Rule 6 thereof, which provide that the provisions of the rules of the Senate and the revised rules of court shall apply suppletorily whenever applicable. The court having been recognized, the court having been organized, and the articles of impeachment having been presented, let a writ of issued Sara Zimmerman, who is directed to file her answer within a non-extendable period of 10 days from receipt, Article 7 of the Rules of Procedure of Impeachment Trial. She is directed to appear before the session hall of the Senate of the Philippines upon notice. The Sergeant at Arms is directed to serve the written summons on Vice President Sara Duterte along with a copy of the articles of impeachment. The prosecution may file a reply within a non-extendable period of 5 days from receipt of the answer. The parties may file their pleadings and annexes in person or through electronic mail. All other pleadings, motions, similar papers intended for the consideration of this court may be filed electronically. We will circulate the specific instructions on the format for the pleadings and manner of electronic filing for the guidance of all parties.
Mr. President.
Senator Judge.
Thank you,
Soto.
thank you.
Yes.
Mr. President, may it be clarified when you say 10 days, is that working days or calendar days?
Calendar days.
Calendar days, and including the 5 days for the prosecution to respond.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Okay. The clerk of court is hereby authorized to calendar the case for pre-trial and issue the corresponding notices to the parties after the last pleading is filed. Upon conclusion of the pre-trial, the trial proper shall commence on a date and time fixed by the court, of which the parties shall be duly notified. I approached the members of the minority of the Senate, and then later on I will approach the senator judges that we will fix the calendar together, and in pursuit of impartial justice, we will come up with a impeachment calendar that is fair to the prosecution and to the defense, and will allow us to continue to function in the legislative side of our work. Any other matter? Is there no other matter?
Ayan, matapos na kinonvene yung Senate as a impeachment court. So, ngayon, marami po tayong aasahan ngayong araw kasi magre-resume yung session at maraming magmamanifest, no? So, kung makikita nyo, naging emotional yung previous, emotional talaga. Maraming na-hold Senate President Alan Cayetano, yung mga ibang mag-manifest, andyan si Senator Marcoleta, Senator Erwin, marami po, maraming nakapila. So, balikan lang natin konti yung pinakauna para at least ma-refresh tayo, then maya-maya darating yung
Presence of a quorum.
Thank you.
Gusto kong basahin natin yung mga reaksyon dito ng mga taong bayan. So, basahin ko lang muna, basahin natin. Ayan. Kahit nga pagdasal, na-involve dito yung mga pagdasal eh. Pansin nyo, kahit pagdarasan. Sabi niya, sa pagdasal ni Soto, nanginginig ang boses. Alam niyo ba, gumawa ng video si Senator Alan Cayetano at ang topic niya ay about sa pagdarasal. At sabi niya, nagustuhan niya yung dasal ni na Senator, I think, Soto and Senator Kiko. Na yung God in our side. God in our side. Instead, using we request that we are in your side. Anyway, tuloy natin. Very well said, Senator Erwin. Ito ang matagal ko nang napupuna sa Senado. Bakit parang walang gaanong kabihis gaya ng mga senador sa US? Para kasing hindi kagalang-galang ang imahe ng ibang mga senador. Wala ba silang pera? Wala ba silang pera? Sa alam ko, mapera ang mga yan. Kayo naman. Mamaya, don't worry, mamaya. Meron pa, marami pang kasunod to. Habang naghihintay tayo ng audience natin. Shout out sa 4 viewers. Gawin kong 40. Ito pa yung mga reaction. Para mabasa din naman natin yung mga reaction ng ibang kababayan natin. Comment din po, no? Okay to. Marunong naman pala sila magdasan. Robin, you know English word. Kung talagang takot na takot, ba't may day pabonggo? Nagla-live vlog nga kayo eh. Best actress. Ano itong number 13 talaga? 13 na senador. Nagpatalsik kay Soto. Mayo 13 pala noon. Okay. 13 ba yun? Mayo 13, Mayo 11. 11. Ang minority naniniwala pala. Grabe din. Hati ang mga reaction. Bakit pansin ko every time na may speech kasama sa 12 senator, nilalapitan si Cayetano. Nagdarasal din naman. Basahin natin mamaya yung iba. Sige. Balik tayo dito. 10. Shout out sa 10 viewers, no? Sa mga gustong mabasa din ang mga comment, i-comment nyo lang, chat lang ninyo ang inyong reaction. Okay? Ito tuloy natin.
President, before we proceed, I just allowed to Senator Ligarda, Mayor Mar Mission of San Remigio Antique. Mr. President. Mr. President, at this juncture, we would like to first of all put on record our sincerest thanks and gratitude for the valuable contribution of our Secretary General of the Senate. And I have seen firsthand his sacrifices and willingness to walk the extra mile just to preserve the dignity of the institution. So we just want to put that on record.
At the right time, I think we should honor him with a resolution.
Yes.
And is he also the first SecGen of both House and the Senate? And to be fair, he actually resigned right away. I asked him to continue. And actually, I'm asking him to continue in a different manner. But, dear colleagues, the SecGen Mendoza did a great service to both houses.
We
and I'd
wanted
like
to put on
recognize.
record. The name is Dong Mendoza,
Yes.
former congressman of the great province of Batangas. And with that, Mr. President, and following the relinquishment of the position by our former Secretary of the Senate, I move that we proceed to the election of a new Secretary of the Senate. So move, Mr. President.
Yes. I consulted the minority leader, and because the SecGen will also be the clerk of court of the impeachment proceeding. So there are no objections. We will proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, in accordance to Rule 2, Section 2 of the Rules of the Senate, may I respectfully nominate Jose Luis Garcia Montales as the new Secretary of the Senate. So move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none.
Thank you, Mr. President. And there being no other nominations, may I respectfully move that the period of nominations be closed. So move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none. The motion is approved. Pursuant to the rules of the Senate, there being no other candidate for the position of Senate Secretary, the voting will be viva voce. Those voting for Attorney Montales, please say aye. The ayes have it. Congratulations, Attorney Jose Luis Montales. Those who are again, say nay. Okay. Thank you very much for. The ayes have it. The Jose Luis Montales is hereby declared as proclaimed as the Secretary of the Senate, the second to have been both SecGen of the House and the Senate.
Thank you, Mr. President. May I move for a minute suspension to allow our new Senate Secretary to ascend the rostrum and take his oath. So move, Mr. President.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Wala si Ses. Konti. Okay. I state your full name.
I, Jose Luis Garcia Montales,
Having been elected to the position of Secretary of the Senate,
having been elected to the position of Secretary of the Senate,
do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I will well and faithfully discharge,
that I will well and faithfully discharge,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
the duties of my present position,
the duties of my present position,
and of all others I may hereafter
and of all others I may hereafter
hold under the Republic of the Philippines,
hold under the Republic of the Philippines,
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the Philippines,
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the Philippines,
that I will obey the laws,
that I will obey the laws,
legal orders, and decrees
legal orders, and decrees
promulgated by the duly constituted authorities,
promulgated by the duly constituted authorities,
and maintain true faith and allegiance
and maintain true faith and allegiance
to the Republic of the Philippines,
to the Republic of the Philippines,
and that I impose this obligation
and that I impose this obligation
upon myself voluntarily,
voluntarily,
without mental reservation
without mental reservation
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thank you, Pia.
Nandiyan na yung sana. Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. President, at this juncture, I move that we proceed with the reference of business.
Is there any objection? If not, the motion is approved.
Tapos yes. So messages from the House of Representatives.
Messages from the House of Representatives. Letter from the House of Representatives transmitting to the Senate 27 copies of Committee Report number 261 on House Resolution number 989 titled Resolution Setting Forth the Articles of Impeachment against Vice President Sara Z. Duterte, together with the annexes thereto, and 27 USB devices containing file copies of the above.
Referred to the Committee on Rules.
Letter from the House of Representatives transmitting to the Senate the sealed box containing the documents from the Bureau of Internal Revenue relative to the impeachment proceedings against Vice President Sara Z. Duterte.
Referred to the Committee on Rules.
Letter from the House of Representatives informing the Senate that, in accordance with Section 16, Rule 6 of the Rules of Procedure in the impeachment proceedings of the House of Representatives, 20th Congress, Representatives Luistro, Ridon, Gutierrez, Zamora, Defensor, Diokno, De Lima, Bagao, Suot, and Chua have been elected as prosecutors in the impeachment trial against Vice President Sara Z. Duterte.
Referred to the Committee on Rules. Acting Majority Leader.
Mr. President.
Yeah.
Mr.
The
President,
Minority Leader is recognized.
I heard, and we saw the notice, the message from the House of Representatives, and you have referred the articles of impeachment to the Committee on Rules. May we know if we have already constituted the Committee on Rules?
The Committee on Rules is in the acting capacity. So in accordance with Section 19, the same members and Senator Villanueva. Actually, for your information, Minority Leader, we were in caucus to start reading the committee chairmanships, but we thought it prudent to convene the court first. And then when we remove our, after we convene the court and suspend, we can go back into session to start reading the committees.
So I take it that right now the chairman of the Committee on Rules is in an acting capacity.
Yes, Senator Villanueva.
And the
acting.
membership at this point would only be the ex-officio members.
And the members before the all positions were declared
holdover
vacant.
from the previous,
yes, in accordance with Section 19.
Will you refresh me with Section 19, Your Honor, Mr. President? Because
Yes, yes. And to be fair,
because in that
Senator
case-
Pangilinan has a interpretation question. That's why we referred this to the Committee on Rules.
Okay.
The chairman and the members of the permanent committee shall commence in the exercise of their duties upon election. They shall cease when their successors shall have been elected. So since we have not yet elected or designated their successors, except for the majority leader, our interpretation that it continues. But Senator Pangilinan did bring up the seeming conflict that if it's all seats vacant, then
Yes,
it's vacant. But
precisely.
then my initial statement was that you harmonize the rules, and if you harmonize it with pragmatically with what's happening, then we should never have a complete vacancy. Having said that, it is with the Committee on Rules, but I don't think Senator Villanueva scheduled it for hearing until we have the permanent members, just to be sure. And we hope to start doing that this afternoon.
we will accept that for now, Mr.
Yes.
President.
Thank you, Minority Leader.
We make note of the manifestation. Thank you.
And I will note and recognize only your observations today, but the observation of Senator Pangilinan. And
Nagpa-refresh ng
if we clarify later on, it
Section
will be a
19
good opportunity for
Section
us
19
to
ba yun?
look at the rules, given the 1392
Shout out sa
present
37
setup,
viewers.
unless we are overtaken by events. Yes. Okay. Majority Leader?
Combine nila na ito. Oh. Kokombine na nila yung impeachment.
Correction, President. 1311.
Yeah, well, in
Mga tela sa
it hasn't
numero.
been corrected because Senator
13-11, napakanipis talaga. Pwedeng magbaliktad anytime, 13-11.
Subiri and Senator that they are independent, but with Senator we independent, and then Senator Subiri asked us process of we can join the majority. So it's their choice if they remain minority, the majority, or if you can get 2 more members, then you will be the new majority.
Yes, Mr. President. Mr. President, may I?
Former Senate President Subiri.
Thank you. I would like to be associated with the minority bloc, Mr. President. Binatikos nga ako nila, sabi nila na ako at nag-abstain para to vote on which issue that I think is important for the Filipino people. But when it comes to the organization, I would like to associate myself with the minority, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Subiri.
Kasama ba yun sa sabi nilang
So,
Yan yung pang 14. Sino kayong
Senator
pang 14
Hercito
sana?
would also like to manifest.
Yes, first of all, Mr. President, I'd like to thank Mr. President for the trust and honor that I was offered to become the majority leader. But as I have mentioned to you personally, that as of this time, I would rather maintain my independence, and with what is happening all over, I think I will be able to perform my task very well and my pet programs very well as an independent. But again, nonetheless, Mr. President, I would like to thank you for the trust and confidence. Being majority leader is a very, of course, it's one of the most powerful, we would say, position in the Senate. But I guess I have at this point I would like to maintain my independence.
And I also understand. I also recognize that you will say that you will be our number 14, but until the time that we vote, any member, we have to respect their decision and always ascribe good faith. So we will continue to be good friends despite the political divisions or the nomenclature of who is in the majority or the minority. So for the purposes of today to the future, and unless a change is made, will you be an independent or will you be with the minority?
Yes, for now, Mr. President, I'll be with the minority.
Okay.
But again, I would like to thank you for that and for the respect, and we will all still be friends no matter what. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
President.
Senator Hercito. So the Secretariat has that noted, and we can now compute the membership at a 13-11 proportion. So that we do not, we're not accused of any delay.
Yes.
Acting Majority Leader, what's your pleasure
Yes, Mr.
about the
President.
articles of
Yes,
impeachment? that
Mr.
has been
President, just to
referred?
put on record, as Senator JV made mention, this his statement is for the purposes of proportional representation in the membership of committees.
Comment lang
Also,
po
Mr.
para
President, Senator Lacson
for reaction.
asked this representation to put also on record the membership of the Senate Committee on Rules or ex-officio members would have new
andito
ex-officio
ulit si
members.
Surina. Shout out sa iyo, Surina. Thank you. Anong reaction mo dito? Actually, mamaya maraming kaganapan mamaya. So binalikan lang natin konti yung past na nangyari.
So just to put
Yes.
that on record, Mr. President.
That's a correct observation from Senator Lacson.
Thank you. Mr. President, with the permission of the body, the articles of impeachment have been referred to the Committee on
yung
Rules.
sinasabi nilang
May I
i-delete
respectfully move to
Senator
refer the
Alan
articles
pag
of
siyang naging
impeachment
Senate President.
to the Impeachment Court. I so
lalong
move,
bumilis.
Mr. President.
Is there any objection?
Grabe.
There's no objection. It is so referred.
Mr. President,
Mas mabilis
may
na-
I move that we suspend the session to convene the Impeachment Court. So move, Mr. President.
Suspend.
If there's
nila yung,
no
session. Pero actually, kanina, di ba? Basa mo. Shout out po sa 50 viewers. Gusto kong basa lang tayo ng mga ilang komento ulit. Ano 'yan? Parang sabi dito, parang walang nangyari dahil sergeant at arm nyo ang may kagagawan tapos dapat ipakulong nyo yan. Kaya walang nangyari. Ito, Villanueva, huwag ka nang makisawsaw sa kung ano ang nangyari. Kakaiba talaga kasi. Nagkakainan pa kayo. Ano yan? Last supper na? Okay, nilalayo mo na naman. Nanginginig ka pa. Ito, pasigaw-sigaw pa. Magpa-katupad nga. Okay? Boses tong minority, alam nyo, may nangyayari tapos kunwari walang alam. Next. Ito pa. Tibay ni Cayetano ang dali ng dali na lang magsinungaling kahit labas na ebidensya, palanado nila, bahala pati. Ito pa yung sinasabi ko na every one of us have different opinion and we respect its own opinion. Kasama ba ito sa script, Senator Pia? Tapang ng mukha. Okay, mamaya tuloy natin yung iba. 33 bumaba na yun. Okay, kasi ito na, may start na nila yung impeachment.
Objection, we will suspend, then convene the impeachment court.
16, 12, ano na kaagad ito 15, tuloy lang natin konti na. Actually, dito na tayo nagsimula kanina
Please raise your
Nag-oath.
right hand. Impeachment trial of Vice President Zimmerman Duterte. I state your name.
So, ito
I,
yun.
Alan Peter Compañero Shram Cayetano,
Kompanyero.
Solemnly
Kompanya,
swear.
nag-oath siya.
solemnly swear
All things appertaining to the trial of the impeachment of Vice
Shout out
President
po sa
Sara
35
Zimmerman
viewers
Duterte,
natin,
that
umabot
in
ng
all
50
things
kanina.
appertaining to the trial of the impeachment of Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte,
now pending,
now pending,
I will do impartial justice according to the Constitution. Yeah.
I will do impartial justice according
And means.
and the laws of
So help me.
me God. At this time, I will admit each of the Senate member in Conkel 11, Section 3, Paragraph Constitution of the Senate Rules of Procedure on Impeachment Trials. Request everyone to rise. Same oath. No? Same oath. I solemnly swear that in trial of the impeachment of Vice President Sara pending, I will do impartial justice according to the Constitution and the laws of the Philippines. Judge Villanueva.
Thank you, Mr. President. Last Thursday, May 14th, House of Representatives, Ronald Llamas personally delivered to the Senate the article against Sara Zimmerman Duterte, pursuant to Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 3 of and rules of procedure in impeachment proceedings of the House of Representatives. Earlier today, the article of impeachment will refer to the Committee on Rules and to the Senate sitting as an impeachment court. Mr. President, the article President Sara Zimmerman with its annexes are now presented to the court for proper disposition action.
Duly noted and made of record. For the record, resolution number 39 order of procedure on impeachment trial shall continue to apply. Rule 6 thereof, which provide that the provisions of the rules and the revised apply supplet whenever applicable. The court having been recognized, the court organized, and the impeachment having been presented, let a writ of summons be issued to Zara Zimmerman Duterte, directed to her within a non-extendable period of 10 days from receipt, pursuant of the rules of impeachment trial. She is directed to appear before the session hall of the Senate of the Philippines upon notice. Sergeant at Arms is directed to serve the written on Vice President with a copy of the articles of impeachment. Execution filed within a non-extendable period of 5 days from receipt of the answer. Their pleadings and annexes in person or through electronic mail. All other pleadings, motions similar for consideration of this court may be filed electronically. We will specific instructions on pleadings and manner of electronic filing for the guidance of all parties.
Mr. President.
Senator Judge.
Thank you,
Soto.
thank you.
Yes.
Mr. President, may be clarified when you say 10 days, is that working day, calendar day?
Calendar days.
And including the for the prosecution to respond.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
The clerk is hereby authorized to calendar the case for pre-trial. The corresponding notices to the last pleading is filed. Upon conclusion of the pre-trial, the portions on identified by the court of which the parties shall be duly filed. Member of the Senate and later the Senator Judges, we will calendar together and pursuit of impartial job with impeach calendar fair and allow us to continue to function in the legislative side of our work. Any other matter? Is there no other matter? The session is suspended.
Sige, habang inaantay ulit natin, no, basa ulit natin sa reaksyon, no, sa maging mapanuri po tayo sa lahat ng lumalabas sa social media dahil talagang ang politika talaga ay sobrang napakarumi, no. Ito yung reaksyon ng ilang mga netizen, mga kababayan natin. Sabi dito, tapang ng mukha ni Sen Pepsi na magdasal ng ganyan, ubos na pasensya ng tao, pangko-cover up nila kay bangag flood control. Namo, Roysa, ano pa ang pabiktima ka pa? Ayan. So ito yung reply ng iba naman. Baliw, biktima siya sa palabas ng majority. Aba, gising ate. Nag-focus na naman sa maling bagay. Rito, Diyos mio. Oo. Okay, shout out muli sa ating mga kababayan. Ito yung ilang mga reaksyon mamaya. Basa ulit tayo ng mga ilang reaksyon. Comment lang po kay Sorina. Ano pa ang ibang masasabi nyo about dito? Ngayon, punta tayo doon sa mga pagpapatuloy ng hearing na ito. Mamayang hapon, talagang ito.
We pray for integrity,
Itong pre na nakasama sa
for humility, come pride,
Senate Anan. Tingnan
to
natin.
silence deception. May those entrusted with leadership walk in rightability and genuine for the common good. Grant us the courage to write, even when it is difficult, and give us what is just over what is convenient. Protect institutions from the influence of evil, corruption, greed, division, and selfish ambition. Father God, mind and against temptation, and guide all public servants to become instrument fair passion. Dear Lord, bless our nation with leaders who fear you, honor the truth, and serve with sincerity. Let justice, integrity, and loyalty for country and to the Constitution rise above all personal interests. May everything we do today be guided by your wisdom and covered with your grace. All this we ask in your holy name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Senator Soto. A prayer that all of us should reflect on. Secretary, please call the roll call. Please call the roll.
Roll call of members. The Honorable Senator Aquino, Senator Cayetano Pia, Senator De La Rosa, Senator Ejercito, Senator Escudero, Senator Estrada, Senator Gatchalian, Senator Go, Senator Ontiveros, Senator Lacson, Senator Lapid, Senator Ligarda, Senator Marcoleta, Senator Marcos, Senator Padilla, Senator Pangilinan, Senator Soto, Senator Tulfo Erwin, Senator Tulfo Rafi, Senator Villanueva, Senator Villar Camille, Senator Villar Mark, Senator Zubiri, Senate President Cayetano Alan is present.
With 22 senators present, the chair declares the presence of a quorum.
Mr.
Majority
President.
Leader.
Thank you. Mr. President, before we proceed, may I just be allowed to respectfully acknowledge some guests from the gallery? We have guests of our Senate President, Alan Peter Cayetano, Mayor Sammy Co of Pagadian City, who is here with us, guests of Senator Mig Zubiri, may kababayan, the pride of Bulacan, Mr. Juanito Torres, a wealthy from the great town of Pulilan, Bulacan. He's also with us. Guests of this representation, Mr. President, Councilor Jervy Cruz of Nampikwan, Nueva Ecija. He was the UAAP men's basketball most valuable player, Mr. President, from the UST Growling Tigers. We welcome all of them in this August chamber,
Yes.
Mr. President.
Thank you for being with us today. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. At this juncture, I move that we dispense with the reading of the journal of the 64th session May 18, 2026, and consider the same as approved.
Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. President, I move that we proceed with the reference of business.
Is there any objection? There being none, the motion is approved. The Secretary will now read the items in the reference of business.
Bills on first reading. Senate Bill number 2126, an act establishing the National Measurement Institute of the Philippines and appropriating funds therefore by Senator Lapid.
Referred to the Committee on Science and Technology, Civil Service, Government Reorganization, and Professional Regulation, Ways and Means, and Finance.
Senate Bill number 2127, an act extending the corporate life and expanding the powers of the Philippine International Trading Corporation, amending for the purpose PD number 1071, otherwise known as the Revised Charter of the Philippine International Trading Corporation by Senator Lapid.
Refers to the Committee on Government Corporation and Public Enterprise, Trade, Commerce, Entrepreneurship, and Finance.
Resolutions. PSR 386, resolution congratulating and commending Albert Ian de los Santos for his historic gold medal performance and record-breaking feat in the men's 71 kilogram category at the 2026 IWF Junior World Championship in Ismailia, Egypt by Senator Lapid.
Referred to the Committee on Rules.
387, resolution congratulating and commending Filipina tech leader Kat Brongan for being honored as a Knight Chevalier of the National Order of Merit or National du Mérite by the Republic of France by Senator Borlongan for being honored as a Knight Chevalier of the National Order of Merit, Order National du Mérite by the Republic of France by Senator Lapid.
Referred to the Committee on Rules.
388, resolution urging the Department of Health to strengthen food safety, sanitation, and public health measures following the discovery of drug-resistant bacteria in street-sold palamig beverages in Tondo, Manila by Senator Lapid.
Referred to the Committee on Demography.
389, resolution congratulating and commending Team Piliende of St. Pedro Poveda College for winning the gold medal in the Open Hip Hop Division of the 2026 International All-Star Federation Dance Worlds Championship held in Orlando, Florida by Senator Lapid.
Referred to the Committee on Rules.
389, resolution urging the Land Transportation Office to conduct a comprehensive study on the implementation of programs of reflective and high visibility gears during nighttime to enhance road safety and prevent accidents nationwide by Senator Lapid.
Referred to the Committee on Public Services.
391, resolution congratulating and commending Regine Velasquez Alcacid for being named as the first ever Woman of the Year by Billboard Philippines by Senator Lapid.
Referred to the Committee on Rules.
Committee reports. Committee report number 63 submitted by the Committee on Local Government on House Bill number 7554 introduced by Representatives Fresnedi and Miraflores, an act declaring December 19 of every year as a special non-working holiday in the city of Muntinlupa to be known as Muntinlupa Foundation Day, amending for the purpose RA number 9191, otherwise known as the first day of March of every year as a special non-working holiday in the city of Muntinlupa to be known as the Muntinlupa City Charter Day, recommending its approval without amendment. Sponsor Senator Estrada.
To the calendar for ordinary business.
Committee report number 64 submitted by the Committee on Local Government on 7555 introduced by Representatives Tolentino and Miraflores, an act declaring September 6 of every year as a special non-working holiday in the municipality of Mendez Nunez, province of Cavite, to commemorate its founding anniversary, recommending its approval without amendment. Sponsor Senator Estrada.
To the calendar for ordinary business.
Committee report number 65 submitted by the Committee on Local Government on House Bill number 142 introduced by Representatives Olivares and Miraflores, an act declaring February 13 of every year a special non-working holiday in the city of Parañaque, Metro Manila, amending for the purpose RA number 11460, recommending its approval without amendment. Sponsor Senator Estrada.
To the calendar for ordinary business.
Committee Report number 66 submitted by the Committee on Local Government on House Bill number 761 introduced by Representatives Matugas and Miraflores, an act declaring June 1 of every year a special non-working holiday in the municipality of Dapa, province of Surigao del Norte in celebration of the feast of its patron saint, the Holy Santo Niño, recommending its approval without amendment, sponsor Senator Estrada.
To the calendar for ordinary business.
Committee Report number 67 submitted by the Committee on Local Government on House Bill number 762 introduced by Representatives Chan and Miraflores, an act declaring June 17 of every year a special non-working holiday in the city of Lapu-Lapu, province of Cebu, in commemoration of its charter anniversary, recommending its approval without amendment, sponsor Senator Estrada.
To the calendar for ordinary business.
Committee Report number 68 submitted by the Committee on Local Government on House Bill 1510 introduced by Representatives Yap E. et al., an act declaring July 15 of every year a special non-working holiday in the whole Cordillera Administrative Region in commemoration of its founding anniversary to be known as Cordillera Day, recommending its approval without amendment, sponsor Senator Estrada.
To the calendar for ordinary business.
Committee Report number 69 submitted by the Committee on Local Government on House Bill number 1538 introduced by Representatives Bolilla and Miraflores, an act declaring June 9 of every year as a special non-working holiday in the municipality of Rosario, province of Batangas, in celebration of its founding anniversary, recommending its approval without amendment, sponsor Senator Estrada.
To the calendar for ordinary business.
Committee Report number 70 submitted by the Committee on Local Government on House Bill number 1539 introduced by Representatives Bolilla and Miraflores, an act declaring November 11 of every year as a special non-working holiday in the municipality of Taysan, province of Batangas, in celebration of its founding anniversary, recommending its approval without amendment, sponsor Senator Estrada.
To the calendar for ordinary business.
Second question.
Suspend lang 1 minute. Session suspended.
Yan. Okay, so nasuspend ulit yung session. So punta tayo dito sa ibang reaksyon, no? Ayan, sabi, basta magsasalita na si Marcoleta, puro ngak-ngak na lang sa sarili, basta makontra lang lagi sa kalaban. Ayos na siya doon. Okay, next. Maganda pakinggan ang dasal ni Senator Soto. Sana action speaks louder than voice. God bless. Okay, magaling magsalita si Virus, parang walang nangyari. Paano nagsilayas na sila minority? Ha ha ha. Kaya to no, Diyos niyan iba. Diyos ng mamamatay tao, magnanakaw at sinungaling, wag tayo magpalin lang. Kung ano-ano talaga ang reaksyon ng mga netizen, no? Pia look it the wrong way, no? She should have not taken it against Risa. Nothing that Risa said was against her or anyone affected by the incident. Dramas. Akala ko sinong nagdasal. Ang malita boy man, dili, dia. Okay, back tayo dito sa next. Silence 57. Punta tayo sa 57. Oh, dito ulit tayo. Yan.
Human Resources Development and Family Relations and Gender Equality.
8461, an act granting the Katikbak Enterprise, San Pablo City Incorporated, a franchise to construct, install, establish, operate, and maintain radio and television stations in the Philippines.
Referred to the Committee on Public
Katikbak.
Services.
755, an act establishing a district office of the Land Transportation Office in the city of Sagay, Negros Occidental. 2623, converting the extension office of the Land Transportation Office in Zamboanga City, Special Economic Zone, and Freeport into a district office and appropriating funds therefore. 3279, establishing a regular district office of the Land Transportation Office in the municipality of Biga, province of Catanduanes, and appropriating funds therefore. 4477, establishing the LTO office in the municipality of Taytay, province of Palawan, and appropriating funds therefore. 8609, upgrading the ELG office in the city of Batac of Ilocos Norte from class and appropriating funds therefore. 10, expanding the registration and issuance of licenses in the Pasig District Office of the LTO and appropriating funds therefore. 8611, upgrading the District Office of the Land of the LTO in the municipality of Naval, province of Biliran from Class D to Class B and appropriating funds therefore.
Referred to the Committees on Public Services and Finance.
1866, establishing the Camarines Norte 1st District Engineering Office of DPWH in the municipality of Labo, province of Camarines Norte, renaming the existing district engineering office in the municipality of Daet as the Camarines Norte 2nd District Engineering Office and appropriating funds therefore. 2206, creating a district engineering office in the 6th Legislative District of the province of Batangas and appropriating funds therefore. 3535, creating a district engineering office in the 6th Legislative District of the province of Isabela and appropriating funds therefore.
Referred to the Committees on Public Works and Finance.
8497, naming the entire stretch of the Santander Barili Toledo National Road traversing barangays San Sebastian, Colase, Dalahican, Tangbo, Bonbon, Poblacion, and Suba in the municipality of Samboan through barangays Mantalongon, Tubod, Dakit, Kalubihan, Patupat, Azucena, Santa Ana, Poblacion, and Maghanoy, Kingbuangan, Sayaw, Minolos, and Giwanon in the municipality of Barili, province of Cebu as the Pablo P. Garcia Highway. 8498, naming the diversion road commencing at the Ormoc Baybay Southern Leyte Boundary Road in Barangay Bantigue and traversing Barangay Sumanga, Patag, Donghol, Biliboy, and San Pablo up to the diversion junction, Carigara or province of Leyte as the Mayor Vicente G. Torres Sr. Avenue. 8499, naming the road from Barangay West Junction of Hermosilla Drive through Barangay North Rizal Extension Road up to Barangay Donghol, Donghol Lake Imelda Road, which is also referred to by the Department of Public Works and Highways as the Ormoc Lake Imelda National Tertiary Road in the city of Ormoc, province of Leyte as the Judge Benjamin Pongo Sr. Avenue.
Referred to the Committee on Public
8496, renaming the Tawi-Tawi Regional Agricultural College as the Tawi-Tawi State College, expanding its curricular offerings and strengthening its governing board.
Referred to the Committee on Higher Technical and Vocational Education.
7, converting the Baliktad College of Arts and Trades in the municipality of Allen, province of Northern Samar into a polytechnic institution to be known as the Northern Samar Polytechnic Institute and appropriating funds therefore. 8578, establishing a polytechnic institution in the municipality of Mutyong, province of Samar to be known as the Mutyong Polytechnic Institute and appropriating funds therefore. 8579, converting the Cagayan de Oro School of Arts in the city of Cagayan into a polytechnic institution to be known as the Cagayan de Oro Polytechnic Institute and appropriating funds therefore. 8580, converting the Northern Mindanao School of Fisheries in the Municipality province of Agusan del Norte, a polytechnic institution to be known as the Northern Mindanao Polytech Institute and appropriating funds therefore. 8581, an act establishing a polytechnic in the municipality of Pulangi, province of Albay, to be known as the Pulangi Polytechnic, appropriating funds therefore. 8582, converting the Dipolog School of Fisheries in the city of Dipolog, province of Zamboanga del Norte into a polytechnic institution to be known as the Zamboanga del Norte Polytechnic Institute of Fisheries and appropriating funds therefore. 8583, converting the School of Arts and Trades in the municipality of Prosperidad, province of Agusan del Sur into a polytechnic institution to be known as the Agusan del Sur Polytechnic Institute and appropriating funds there. 584, converting the Sorsogon National Agricultural School in the municipality of Castilla, province of Sorsogon into a polytechnic institution to be known as the Sorsogon Polytechnic Institute and appropriating funds therefore. 8612, establishing a polytechnic institution in the municipality of Santa Maria, province of Bulacan to be Maria Polytechnic Institute and appropriating funds therefore.
referred to the Committees on Medical and Vocational Education and Finance.
8626, establishing a College of Medicine in the Eastern Samar State University in the city of Borongan, province of Eastern Samar, and appropriating funds therefore. 8627, converting the South Cotabato State College in the municipality of Sorala, province of South Cotabato, into a state university to be known as the South Cotabato State Universities and appropriating funds therefore.
Referred to the Committees on Higher Technical and Vocational Education, Ways and Means, and Finance.
839, an act declaring Can Umantad Falls, located in Barangay Kadapdapan, Municipality of Kandihay, Province of Bohol, an ecotourism site. 842, declaring Kankoka Hills, located in Barangay Kambane, Municipality of Kandihay, Province of Bohol, an ecotourism destination. 901, declaring Mabanog Falls, located in Barangay Darapuay, Municipality of Bansalan, Province of Davao del Sur, an ecotourism site. And 1005, declaring the Congressman Edelmiro A. Amante Sr. Mapaso Resort and Adventure Nature Park, located in the Municipality of Santiago, Province of Agusan del Sur, an ecotourism zone.
Referred to the Committees on Tourism, Environment, Natural Resources, and Climate Change and Finance.
1663, establishing the Battle of the Sibuyan Sea Memorial Shrine in the Municipality of Kahidjokan, Province of Romblon, and declaring it a tourism destination.
Referred to the Committees on Tourism and Finance.
1664, declaring the Binukot Beach area located in Barangay Bunsuran, Municipality of Ferrol, Province of Romblon, an ecotourism destination.
Referred to the Committees on Tourism, Environment and Natural Resources, and Climate Change and Finance.
1665, declaring the Kolong Beach located in the Municipality of Corcuera, Province of Romblon, a tourism destination. And 1666, declaring the Municipality of San Jose, popularly known as Isla de Carabao, Province of Romblon, a tourism destination.
Referred to the Committees on Tourism and Finance.
1667, declaring the Looc Bay area located in the Municipality of Looc, Province of Romblon, an ecotourism destination.
Referred to the Committees on Tourism, Environment, Natural Resources, and Climate Change and Finance.
1668, declaring the Payayasog Beach located in Barangay Mangsagag, Municipality of Corcuera, Province of Romblon, a tourism destination. 1669, declaring the ruins of Cota de San Jose located in the Municipality of Corcuera, Province of Romblon, a tourism site. 1672, declaring the Siki It Elepante Rock Formation located in the Kulay Labnig, Municipality of Corcuera, Province of Romblon, a tourism site.
Referred to the Committees on Tourism and Finance.
2928, declaring the Municipality of San Fernando, Province of Romblon, a tourism development area. 8562, declaring the Municipality of Columbio, Province of Sultan Kudarat as tourism development area. 8563, declaring Bangal Caves located in the Municipality of Ragay, Province of Camarines Sur as ecotourism destination.
Referred to the Committees on Tourism, Environment, Natural Resources, and Climate Change and Finance.
For declaring kay Managa Insikay, Municipality of Bansalan, Province of Davao del Sur as a farm tourism destination.
Referred to the Committees on Tourism and Finance.
8565, declaring the Pasig Islet located in Barangay Bato, Municipality of Santa Cruz, Province of Davao del Sur as an ecotourism site. 8566, declaring Barangay Kapatagan in the City of Digos, Province of Davao del Sur as tourism destination. 8568, declaring the Bakhawan Eco Park located in Barangay New Buswang, Municipality of Calibo, Province of Aklan as an ecotourism zone.
Referred to the Committees on Tourism, Environment, Natural Resources, and Climate Change and Finance.
8569, declaring the immediate environs of the National Shrine of Padre Pio, commonly known as Padre Pio Shrine, located in Barangay San Pedro, City of Santo Tomas, Province of Batangas, as a tourism destination. 8570, declaring the Municipality of Barlic in Mountain Province as a tourism development area.
Referred to the Committees on Tourism and Finance.
8571, declaring the Palani Beach located in the Municipality of Balod, Province of Masbate as an ecotourism destination. 8572, declaring the Bien Unido Double Barrier Reef and its immediate underwater environs of Bien Unido, Province of Bohol as a tourism destination. 8573, declaring Ulot River in the Municipality of Paranas, Province of Samar, an ecotourism destination. 8574, declaring Sitio Pulacan of San Fernando Barangay, City of Talisay, Negros Occidental as an ecotourism zone. 8575, declaring the Agusan Marsh located in the municipalities of Talocogon, San Francisco, Rosario, Bunawan, Loreto, La Paz, and Veruela, all in the province of Agusan del Sur as an ecotourism zone.
Referred to the Committees on Tourism, Environment, Natural Resources, and Climate Change and Finance.
8621, upgrading the Kalinga Provincial Hospital in the city of Tabo, province of Kalinga into a Level 3 regional hospital to be known as the Northern Cordillera Regional Medical Center and appropriating funds therefore. 82 City of Valencia, a multi-specialty hospital and research center to be known as the Bukidnon Farmers Research and Medical Center and appropriating funds therefore. And 8623, renaming the Jose B. Lingad Memorial General Hospital in the city of San Fernando, province of Pampanga to Jose B. Lingad Medical Center, increasing its bed capacity from 1,000 to 1,500 beds, upgrading its professional healthcare services and facilities, authorizing the increase of its medical personnel and appropriating funds, therefore repealing for the purpose RA number 11359.
Referred to the Committees on Health and Demography and Finance.
8457, granting a legislative franchise to Cagayan 1 Electric Cooperative to construct, install, establish, operate, own, manage, and maintain a distribution system for the conveyance of electric power to the end users in the city of Tuguegarao and municipalities of Peña Blanca, Enriles, Solana, Amulong, Piat, Santo Niño, Tuwao, Rizal, Igig, Alcala, and Bagao, province of Cagayan. 8458, granting a legislative franchise to Isabela 1 Electric Cooperative to construct, install, establish, operate, own, manage, and maintain a distribution system for the conveyance of electric power to the end users in the cities of Kawayan, City of Santiago, municipalities of Angandanan, San Guillermo, Ramon, San Mateo, San Isidro, Alicia, Etchague, Cordon, Jones, San Agustin, Cabatuan, Luna, and Reyna Mercedes, province of Isabela. 8459, granting a legislative franchise to First Candaduanes Electric Cooperative to construct, install, establish, operate, own, manage, and maintain a distribution system for the conveyance of electric power to the end users in the municipalities of Bagamanok, Baras, Bato, Karamoran, Kigmoto, Pandan, Panganiban, San Andres, San Miguel, Viga, and Verac, Catanduanes. And 8460, an act granting a legislative franchise to Occidental Mindoro Electric Cooperative to construct, install, establish, operate, own, manage, and maintain a distribution system for the conveyance of electric power to the end users of Magsaysay, San Jose, Rizal, Calintaan, Sablayan, Santa Cruz, Mamburao, Abra de Ilog, Paluan, province of Occidental Mindoro.
Referred to the Committee on Public Services.
Madam President, if I may.
Majority Leader.
Thank you. Madam President, before we proceed, may I just be allowed to recognize some guests from the gallery? Guests of Senator Ligarda, Regional Director John Montero of BJMP Region 6, and Mr. Sergio Dava Jr. of the Provincial Government of Antique. Also, guest of this representation is Kasim Mirza from the University of Santo Tomas. We welcome all of them in this august chamber.
We welcome you to the Senate.
Madam President, having closed the period of interpellation, may I be allowed to respect that we resume consideration of Senate Bill number 1511, number 15. This bill strengthening the of parents against hospital detention.
Malapit nang matapos to. Konti na lang.
Which bill is that? Any objection? Hearing motion is approved. Discussion of the said measure is now in order. Please proceed.
Thank you, Madam President. This juncture, I move to open the period of independence and with the consent of the body, recognize, Madam President, Sir Risa Ontiveros, and to propose, the chair, the sponsor of the measure, Senator Risa, on the amendments, Madam President. I so move.
We recognize
Meron pa yung susunod
for the
yan.
period. This is committee amendments.
This is individual amendments, Madam President.
Senator Ontiveros,
Madam President.
please proceed.
Thank you, Madam President.
Okay, bago niya
Madam President,
basahin-
I thank
bago
Senator
niya-
Sherwin Gatchalian Joel Villanueva and Lilia
hindi ba
for
yan?
their proposed amendment, enhancing the provisions of Senate Bill 15 or the
Okay.
enhanced
Okay, bago niya ituloy-tuloy yan, gusto kong basahin itong mga reaksyon ng ating ibang mga kababayan para at least makita rin natin. Kasi nga, sabi ko, tayo po ang mag-discern ng mga lumalabas sa social media. Napakarami. Ang ganitong usapang politika ay sobrang hindi po ibig sabihin marumi, napakarumi po. Andyan yung siraan, andyan yung kampihan, andyan yung mga supporter. Kahit mali, basta yun ang pambato, talagang kakampihan. Pero tayo dito po sa Bonete, basta tama, suportahan natin. Kahit sino pong opisyal niyan, kahit sino pong kandidato yan, basta opisyal natin, basta tama ang ginagawa, palakpakan po natin, suportahan po natin. Pag mali, doon po tayo pupunahin po natin dahil meron po tayong pakialam bilang isang mamamayan. Tayo ay kasama sa gobyerno at tayo din po ang nagbibigay ng mga boto para makaupo ang ating mga opisyalis. At ang masakit nga po, yung gumagawa ng katiwalian. Tayo po ay may mga kanya-kanyang opinion. Sa lahat ng anggulo ng bagay, suriin natin, lalo na ang social media. Tayo po ay nakikinig na papaligiran ng mga dami-daming platform. Nagbibigay ng minsan kontra-kontra yung mga pinag-uusapan. Alam naman, nakikita naman natin na example lang po yung about sa ICC. Interpretation ng mga ibang attorney ay sakop pa ang Pilipinas. Pero yung iba naman sinasabing you must undergo a local court sa proseso bago i-surrender ang isang accused. Hindi yung nangyari kay Tatay Digong na parang manok na lang na kinuha at inilipad, no? Sa ibang bansa o kaya sahig. Okay, ito. May salute to another member of minority, Senator Risa. Ito, mabuhay kayong mga nasa minority group. Tunay na may malasakit sa bayan. Ang inaano naman kay Senator Risa, yung about sa peer health. Yun yung binabalik sa kanya. Yan yung naririnig ko, nababasa ko sa social media. But anyway, yung lang sinasabi ko, i-discern natin lahat ang lumalabas ng mga info. Best Senate Actress, naku, sino kayang Best Senate? Lahat kayong minority, wala dyan mangyari ang kaguluhan. Tapos ngayon, nagmamagaling kayo. Ito, kampi sa majority sigurado. Artista na kasi ang 13 senador. Kita niyo, no? Iba-iba talaga. Yung iba sinasabing bayani ang 13 na nagtatanggol. Kasi marami pong lumalabas din yung isang issue about CONAS. Malalaman natin sa mga susunod na buwan. Kasi kung talagang pipilitin talaga nila na gamitin ang powers ng House at Senado na walang eleksyon sa 2028, mga local lang, nako, delikado yan. Okay? Logarda, siguro Legarda ito. Pabayaan mo lang pag pinigil mo niyang lalong mag-iinarte na. Kaya pala may group picture na pala kayo bago magputukan. Okay? Ikaw ang tinatamaan sa mga sinasabi mo. Di ka ba guilty? Niyan, Tito Soto. Ayan, itong nasa kabilang side naman to. Aba, Himalayata na ipilit ni Marcoleta gusto niya. Dami ding basher ni Marcoleta, no? Yan nga yung matindi ngayon eh. May nabasa ako na maraming lumabas na sinampahan sa ombudsman. Kung kailan nagkaroon ng dibisyon o kaya pagpapalit ng liderato, doon naman sabay-sabay na nasampahan ng kaso. Pero bago pa yan mangyari, may usap-usapan, naririnig ako na ang gagawin ng administrasyon ay sampahan ng mga kaso. Ayun, may nangyari na sampahan nga 11. Tingnan nyo, bakit? Parang lahat yata ng kumakalaban sa administrasyon ay sinasampahan. Nababasa ko lang, no? Balikan ko si Senator former naging senator ba ito? Mike Defensor? Or naging former secretary? Diba? Sinampahan. Dami. Tapos basta lahat ng kumakalaban. Harold Respicio. Sinampahan din. Marami. Ang tapang din itong si Attorney Harold Respicio. Kasi inciting to sedition. Tapos inexplain niya, hindi daw kasi hindi pasok. Kasi alam niya, attorney siya at alam niya yung ginagawa niya. Kaya doon ako nagtatako, sabi ko. Pag pinapakinggan ng ordinaryong tao itong sinasabi niya, parang nag-i-incite nga ng inciting to sedition. Pero nung ipaliwanag niya, balikan yung video, nagtatanong lang pala daw siya. Tinatanong, ang sumasagot yung audience. So, ibig sabihin, hindi direct na siya yung nag-i-incite, i-encourage, kundi nagtatanong lang. Pero tinignan ng mga viewers na inciting daw doon. Kaya ang tapang niya alam niya daw Okay. Next, best actress. May picture ba kayo? Ayan, no? Dami. Tuloy natin mamaya yung mga iba. Okay. Shoutout sa 28 viewers. Pwede po kayong maglagay dyan ng mga comments nyo para ma-shoutout ko din po kayo. Sean, Surina. Okay, tuloy po natin to.
Anti-Hospital Detention Act. Page 1 amendment from Senator Gatchalian. On page 1, line 12, after the conjunction or, delete the word carers and replace with the word caregivers. I so move, Madam President.
No objections? It's adopted.
Thank you, Madam President. Page 2 amendment.
I see
Madam
Senator Pia
lady
Cayetano.
from Taguig, Senator Pia Cayetano, may be recognized.
Senator Pia Cayetano.
Mr. President, Madam President, Her Honor will recall that this representation waived our right to interpolate on the condition that we would be allowed to ask clarificatory questions during the period of the amendments. Does Her Honor recall?
Yes, Madam President.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll just make a prefatory because my amendment is actually in this line now, in line 13. So if with the permission of the sponsor, may I proceed?
Tignan natin.
Yes, Madam President, by all means.
Just to be clear about it, the amendment was accepted.
Yes, I'm on the next. I'm on to the
And we are
next.
on to the next, and we recognize Senator Pia.
Thank you, Mr. President. So, I'd like to put on record that this bill that Her Honor is sponsoring is an amendment to the bill that I sponsored and that became law over a decade ago. I don't even remember the year. Do we remember the year? I just want to put it on record kung gaano katagal na yon and how we appreciate that Her Honor is chairman of the Committee on Health at the time that she was handling this. 2007, so 19 years ago na. It honestly feels like maybe 6 years ago, but it's 19 years ago. So it is high time, and I thank the sponsor for taking the time to revisit this law. Even after we passed it, we received many reports on how the situation of yung detention of patients has improved, but then we would still continue to have to intervene many times because this situation still kept coming up. So this representation is thankful that we have the opportunity to strengthen this law even further. And so as I mentioned, I requested for the opportunity to ask clarificatory questions, and in the interest of time and ease of to make it easier to make for everyone to engage, to contribute to the amendments, I will also make my observations and clarificatory questions which is necessary for the amendments I'm going to make in a timely manner. So on that note, Madam President, my amendment is in page 1, and that is why I stood up now. It is on line 13. So I will read the provision for everyone's understanding. And of course, if we have, we don't really need it naman. It's not a complicated line, but I just want to explain the nature of my amendment. So the existing provision with the amendment of Senator Gatchalian reads, it shall also be unlawful to detain the relatives, representatives, or caregivers of such patients, as well as the newborn child in the case of maternity patients. So that is where my question is. On line 13, there is reference to the newborn child. What I'd like to point out, Madam President, is that does Her Honor think there is a need to indicate and to insert the proper descriptive lines whether the newborn child is fully or partially recovered or may have died? Because this is a phrase that is found in the previous paragraph with reference to a patient, and I read, this is the existing provision. The detention of patients who have fully or partially recovered or have been adequately attended to or may have died. So may clarification na gano'n, na yung status ng patient, whether nag-recover siya partially or fully or namatay, covered siya. So I'm also asking now, should we make that same clarification for the newborn? Kasi po, yung nakita kong mga cases, ilalaban pa talaga ng ospital, patay na. Hindi naman sinabi sa batas yun na patay na. Buhay pa. So, this representation feels it won't hurt to add those lines. We submit this,
Madam President. I do agree with the gentlewoman from Taguigan Pateros that it would not hurt to include that qualification if she so desires.
Okay.
Yes. Oo.
Then we will make the amendment, Madam President. I can get back to Her Honor. It's a very simple line naman, so let me just propose it. We can proceed so we don't delay, and then I'll get back to this line.
Yes,
Simple
Madam
lang naman.
President.
It will
I'll
be,
ask my Legi staff as well to formulate
yes, of course.
this.
I would just like to clarify. Before this, we accepted the amendment, and this will be another sentence, the next sentence. May you just please read it, and then we say subject to style, or depending on the consultation with the sponsor.
Yes. Well, more or less subject to style, it would be newborn child who has fully or partially recovered, or who has been adequately attended to, or who may have died. Similar to the above provision. We submit, Madam President, subject to style.
If the sponsor so agrees, then the amendment you're supposed to accept it if you would agree.
Just to add,
Unless
Madam
there's any
President, to my earlier acceptance, although this second paragraph of Section 1 is originally supposed to refer to that nefarious practice of palit ulo, but as I mentioned, it would not hurt if the gentlewoman so desires to add that qualification of whether having fully or partially recovered and having been adequately attended to or may have died to the phrase newborn child, Madam President.
It is therefore by the sponsor.
It is accepted, Madam
Subject to
President. I just
style.
made a record that the original focus of this paragraph was that palit ulo practice.
That
And
is clear.
the focus that this amendment instructs with buhay po or patay na po covered. Hindi nila pwedeng it strengthens the right
That
of
is understood.
the mother to
Yes.
to be able to bring home her child.
Yes, Madam
Yes.
President.
And we recognize the minority leader, Senator Soto.
I will concur with the subject to style, but just as a reminder, editorial amendment. I don't think there is a use for the Article 2 between us and D.
Yeah, that's what. Yes. Yes, we noted that, Madam President, I would have included that. My staff was already pointing it out to me. But since I said subject to style, di ko na po sinama. But thank you, Mr. Minority Floor Leader, dahil yun din po ang nakita natin. Thank you for that.
We thank the Minority Leader for that. We proceed. Madam.
Yeah, yes, Madam President. Thank you. On moving now to page 2 amendments. First from Senator Gatchalian. On page 2, line 2. Yeah, Madam President.
Mine, Madam President, is on line 6. And so actually, there may be no need for an amendment. It's just to clarify the intention here so that again, when this when these amendments become law, we make it very clear what the legislative intent is. So I'd like to read this into the record so that our colleagues who are following along with us can follow the discussion. No? This paragraph is about the patient who expresses a desire to be admitted to a non-private room and yet naipasok siya sa private room. So, explain ko lang po ang concern ko. No? So, I'll read that paragraph first. The amendment of the sponsor states, patients who stayed in private rooms shall not be covered by this act. So, ibig sabihin, hindi ka pwede mag-avail ng itong anti-detention kung nasa private room ka. Unless the said patient, notwithstanding one's expressed desire to be admitted to a non-private room, was admitted to a private room for the following reasons. A, no non-private room is available in the hospital, medical city, etc. B, the physician or other medical professionals of the hospital, medical clinic, or other facility deemed it to be in the best interest of the patient to be admitted. So the observation and the legislative intent that I want to put on record is on letter B, na kaya naipasok sa private room ang pasyente dahil yung doktor niya or other professional, medical professional of the hospital or health center deemed it in the best interest of the patient to be admitted. Yun ho ang intention, tama ba, Madam Sponsor?
That's right, Madam President.
Okay. And so, what this representation would like to emphasize now is that the legislative intent for the physicians overriding the desire, the expressed desire of the patient to be put in a non-private room is only for purpose of showing that in this case, that patient will be allowed to avail of the non-detention of this law. They can avail of this law. In other words, we are not liberalizing or changing the rule that the patient's desires will always govern. A doctor, medical professional cannot override a patient's desire in other cases. Limited to dito sa topic ng non-hospital detention. Tama ho ba, Madam Sponsor?
Yes, Madam President. One bill, one topic.
Yes. So yun lang naman. Again, to put it there because minsan nako-quote yung bill naman, nako-quote, tapos hindi naman yan yung intention natin dito. So nagkakasundo po tayo ng sponsor. Yun lang po. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes.
What is the next amendment of Senator Pia?
Just for my clarification.
Yes, we recognize the Minority Leader.
Yes, thank you, Madam President. Just for my clarification. So kapag ikaw ay nasa in a private room, you know, you're in a private room, the law does not apply to you. This law does not apply to you. Is that it?
That is right, Madam President. So
kung nasa non-private room ka, ano babayaran mo ron? Di ba wala ka naman talagang babayaran doon? Sa private room kami babayaran eh.
It's actually the case.
So why are we exempting
Minority Leader
them?
It's actually the case po, Madam President, good Minority Leader, that even patients po na na-admit halimbawa sa mga ward, sa mga basic accommodation, kahit sila po ay nag-a-accrue po ng out-of-pocket expenses.
Yes, I agree.
Madam
So, kaya hindi pa pwede this law is very important for them. Ano? Gusto nga natin to. And it's a variation of the original law by Senator Pia Cayetano. But then again, ang understanding ko in the language is kapag ikaw ay sa private room, they can detain you pag hindi ka makabayad.
The intent, Madam President, is that in the contexts and under the conditions specified in this bill at dinagdagan po natin from the original law, may recourse po yung pasyente under this law. It is not to say na kung iba pa po ang circumstansya niya, wala na siyang ibang remedies under the law, but it may be other laws. Ito po specific to those.
What recourse kaya would that be? For example, we have a patient in a private room, may cirrhosis of the liver, and then sabi ng mga doktor, wala na pag-asa ito. Iuwi nyo na lang. Hindi maiuwi, walang pambayad. Hindi papayagan ng ospital. They do not fall in the category of this law. Or this bill, I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, Madam President, in the case of that patient, yung medical decision po ng attending physician niya ang magpe-prevail.
Well,
The answer, if Her Honor will allow.
Certainly, Madam
Yeah,
President.
at least,
Yes.
thank you. At
Senator
least
Pia.
during the time that we sponsored the original bill, iba lang yung requirements ng private hospital. They have the liberty to, nagpapauwi naman yan sila, and we really don't support any detention under any condition. But because they chose a private room, minsan ang mahal din talaga ng rooms na pinipili nila, may iba silang kondisyon. So they may be requiring promissory note, guarantor, ang daming requirements bago nila palabasin. In this case, very specific yung rule na no detention, and then later on in other provision, there are also requirements pa rin to produce something, but that is what the law is dictating. Hanggang dito lang ang pwede nyong i-require. Pag private na, then the hospitals can make other requirements, Mr. President, to secure the payment that payment for the services that were rendered, Mr. President. Yun yung naalala po natin dun sa bill when we worked on it before. Thank you.
Additionally,
I hope
Madam
it
President,
clarifies.
po maiiwasan yung sitwasyon na binababalaan ni Minority Leader dahil kahit sa mga private hospitals, by law, kailangan nilang i-provide 10% ng mga kwarto nila under ward or basic accommodations terms to the patients, Madam President.
well, just for the record, so that when this bill becomes law, not resolution, but the explanation of the sponsors are placed on record. So just in case it is questioned on this particular issue.
And the
I
point
just
of the
wanted to
Minority
place that
Leader
on
is the
record.
protection on the part of those availing
Yes,
of
so
the
those who cannot pay. Anyway,
cannot pay, but in a
yes,
private room.
We just
Yes.
wanted to place it on record. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Senator
Minority
Soto.
Leader, Madam President.
Senator Cayetano is finished with her
We're on page 2 amendments,
we're
Madam
just
President.
following the sequence, so I have
Okay.
more when Her Honor
Yes.
gets to the page and number that I'm at. Thank you.
Thank you. We recognize Senator Erwin Tulfo.
If the lady sponsor would allow it, Madam President, I just
Yes, Madam
want-
President.
Gusto ko lamang po kasing linawin, nabanggit po kasi kanina na may mga pasyente pong sila po kasi namimili na ilagay sila sa pribadong kwarto. Sa amin pong public service, sa aking pong tanggapan, kadalasan po na ini-interview po namin ay bakit ka pumasok sa private room gayong wala ka naman palang kakayahan na magbayad. Ang sagot po lagi sa amin, Madam President, good lady sponsor, ay emergency po. Puno po lagi ang mga ward, ang mga free ward. Kaya napipilitan pong silang sinasabi sa ospital na kung maaari ilagay ang kanilang pasyente sa private ward, sa private room. Minsan po alam nila na napakamahal po ito, pero gusto lang po siguro nilang mailigtas ang kanilang mahal sa buhay. Kaya po, kasi ang sinasabi kadalasan ng ospital, ala po kaming kwarto, ala po kaming higaan para sa inyo. Kailangan po ninyong ilipat ang inyong pasyente. Dito po nagkakaproblema. Kaya napipilitan po ang isang mahirap na pasyente na kababayan natin na sabihin na lamang okay na po sa free ward, ay sa paying po kami, magbabayad naman po kami. Gayong alam po nila na wala po silang kakayahan na magbayad. Ito po ang isa sa mga kadalasang suliranin ng mga kababayan natin, Madam President, good lady sponsor. Kaya po, hindi naman sa kagustuhan nilang mailagay sa private room, kundi dahil sa ika nga, kailangan na pong matugunan, makita ng doktor ang pasyente. Otherwise, ang option lamang po nila ay ilipat sa ibang ospital. Kalimitan po sa mga lalawigan, kailangan ilipat pa sa isusunod na bayan o sa lungsod ang pasyente para lamang po matugunan. Paano po, Madam President, good lady sponsor, kung ang sakit po ay appendicitis at kailangan na pong operahan, ililipat pa po ba? Kaya no choice po sila. Siguro po, can we put this on record, Madam President, good lady sponsor, na sometimes po, hindi po nila kagustuhan na ilagay po ang kanilang pasyente sa ospital. Yun lang sa private room, Madam President, good lady sponsor. Yun lamang po.
Thank you, Senator Erwin Tulfo.
Salamat.
Take note of that, and
Yes.
at least if there are problems in the future in interpretation of this law, the comments will be able to enlighten the poor patients who may be booked in a private room. Thank you.
Salamat, Madam President. And even now, salamat sa good gentleman mula sa Palawan. Yung pag-exempt sa exemption ng coverage nitong law sa ganong mga pasyente na inilarawan ng good gentleman ay nandun na rin po sa page 2, line 8, letter A, na kaya sila na ipasok sa private room. May dahilan na no non-private room in the hospital, medical clinic, or any other similar facility was available. Or ganun yung impormasyon na ibinigay sa kanila. And the patient was compelled to be admitted thereto due to the urgency of the case. Pero nagpapasalamat pa rin ako sa good gentleman. Yung dagdag na paliwanag nila sa ganitong sitwasyon ay on the record na rin po para sa mga situations in the future tulad ng sinabi ni Madam President na kailangan pang lalong ipaliwanag. Salamat, Madam President.
Thank you. We recognize Senator Pia Cayetano.
It's just an added commentary. Earlier when I said that we thank the sponsor for taking up this amendment to the existing law. Kasi nga, these are the kind of examples that are brought to our attention. Whether it's kay Senator Tulfo sa atin, and I'm sure sa tanggapan din ng ating sponsor. So, kaya nasama na nga. Yung sinasabing sitwasyon ni Senator Tulfo, nandyan na sa letter A. And I read it into the record earlier. So, we thank the sponsor na in-include na talaga yan. Kasi it's a very common complaint that we receive. Thank you.
Thank you.
Salamat, Madam President. Moving on to, page 2 amendments from Senator Gatchalian. On page 2, line 12, after the second article, insert the word attending. And after the word other, insert the word competent. I so move, Madam President.
No objections? Hearing none.
Thank-
Amendment is adopted.
Thank you, Madam President. Still from Senator Gatchalian, on page 2, line 18. After the word circumstances, insert a colon and the phrase provided that the medical justification shall be in writing and signed by the attending physician or other competent medical professional. I so move.
No objections. Hearing none, it is adopted.
Thank you, Madam President. From this representation and Senator Gatchalian, still on page 2, between lines 18 and 19, insert the following paragraph. For purposes of this act, detention refers to any act of restraining a person from leaving the hospital, clinic, or similar facility on grounds of non-payment, in part or in full, of hospital bills, medical expenses, or professional fees. It includes the refusal to A, physically discharge or to issue documents necessary for discharge in benefit claim. B, remove medical devices when removal is medically appropriate. Or C, release a cadaver of a deceased patient to the surviving relatives. I so move, Madam President.
No objections. Hearing none, it is adopted.
Thank you, Madam
We
President.
recognize Senator Pia Cayetano.
Yes, Madam President.
I actually defer to the wishes of the sponsor. I'd just like to point out that in the definition of detention, and I don't have a copy, so this is just from what I heard, Her Honor made reference to the detention of the patient. But when we defined earlier, in the earlier provisions, we referred to the caregiver and the newborn. So does Her Honor think it might be better that we also mention them, the patient, the caregiver, and the newborn, for consistency, Madam President?
I would be accepting of that, Madam President.
And is there an amendment?
Subject to style, Madam President.
The addition of those.
Yeah, the
First.
amendment would be after the word patients, the caregivers or the newborn. We submit.
May we hear the whole sentence from the sponsor?
As I understand it from the...
Sorry.
Yes, Madam President.
The complete reference in the earlier paragraphs also make note of relatives and representatives in addition to caregivers. So I can write down the complete line if Her Honor wishes, or we can just add it.
The intention is
Yes, Madam
not to
President.
limit it.
The
to
intention is not to limit it to patients,
To the
but to
patient.
include everyone else that
Yes.
was mentioned earlier, that if they cannot detain those persons.
the caregiver and
The newborn
relatives
baby.
and or representatives.
Yes.
That is the intention.
So we'll include that same enumeration in this provision. I don't have a copy. I'm sorry. So I can't make reference to which line because I don't have a copy of the amendment.
Yes. Again, Madam President, I accept subject to style.
Thank you, Senator Cayetano. Thank you, Madam Sponsor.
Thank you, Madam President. And just for the record, Madam President, the proposed amendments clarify and strengthen the definition of detention by expanding coverage beyond physical restraint to include indirect or administrative acts that prevent or delay lawful discharge or release. The revisions also broaden the scope of covered facilities expressly, and here this speaks to the concern of the gentle lady from Taguig Pateros, expressly include caregivers and deceased patients, and clarify prohibited acts such as withholding discharge documents, delaying cadaver release, or refusing medically authorized device removal. These changes close interpretative loopholes, align the definition with actual detention practices, such as palit-ulo, and strengthen patient protection consistent with the intention of RA 9439. Moving on from President.
Again, this issue is so close to my heart, so I'm just randomly thinking of other situations. Did Her Honor, or for that matter, any of our colleagues, come across situations where yung gamit nung pasyente hindi nire-release? Kasi tinatanong ko yung staff ko ngayon, parang meron ding ganon. So baka we should consider that even the belongings, because it could, imagine now that people bring their laptop, yung mga long staying doon, baka may dala pang, di naman refrigerator, pero baka may dalang, pwede may nagpapasok ng refrigerator now that I remember. So would Her Honor consider that, na they cannot also hold
Personal belongings.
the belongings? Yeah.
Certainly, Madam President, lalo na kung personal belongings naman talaga yun ng pasyente or pamilya or carer niya, dinala nila for the confinement, certainly they should not be, kumbaga, withheld from them kapag uuwi na, Madam President.
So actually, sabi nga po ng staff ko, medyo maraming report na kinukuha yung cellphone. So I will draft an amendment and then balikan na lang po natin. I will submit the language in a while.
Yes, thank you for that.
We take note of that.
gentleman.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President. Yes, Madam
We
President.
recognize Senator Erwin Tulfo, Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Good lady sponsor. Nais ko lamang pong idagdag sana kung wala pa po dito ay nabanggit po kasi ng ni Senadora Pia na yung mga laptop at cellphone. May mga nangyari na rin po na kukunin na lamang po ng tatay o ng asawa yung pasyente sa ospital at wala pong pambayad, pinapaiwan po yung kanyang hanapbuhay. Tricycle o jeepney, minsan po ay wala pong mga cellphone. Ang pinapaiwan po ay tinatanong, may traktor ka ba? Hand traktor. no choice po kundi gagawin po nung pasyente, nung asawa o ng tatay, iiwan po ang kanyang pangkabuhayan. Jeepney, tricycle driver, tricycle, traktor, hand tractor, Madam President, good lady sponsor. So, just in case kung wala pa po, baka pwede isama na ho natin. Wag naman, na hanap buhay po yun eh. May lalabas niya nga po yung kanyang anak, asawa, subalit yung kanyang pangkabuhayan naman po ay Thank you, Madam President.
What is the amendment of Senator Tulfo then?
Gusto ko po sanang maisama po ito
How
kung
do we phrase it?
kung isama na rin po
Yes.
doon sa amendment
Livelihood?
po. Opo, na kay Senadora Pia, yung livelihood, wag naman pong alisin yung livelihood, Madam President.
And so we would include personal belongings and livelihood. Is that what the sponsor would agree to?
Again, Madam President, probably subject to style, but I fully recognize the not just concern but real situations na inilalarawan ng good gentleman mula Palawan. Kaugnay nung dati ring mga or kasalukuyang practices na pinapipirma ng promissory note at kailangan may collateral. Paano nga po kung walang collateral or maika-collateral yung tao na aabot pa hanggang sa mga kagamitan para maghanap buhay. So this amended law is intended or amendatory bill is intended to prevent such situations. So I would be open to adding language reflecting the concern raised by the good gentleman.
Thank you.
Madam President,
Yes,
if I may.
Majority Leader.
Madam
Yes.
President, we have been talking about the proposed amendment of the distinguished gentleman from Palawan, and right now, Senator Pia and our minority leader are coordinating with each other with the right word that will be introduced later on. So we would like to put that into the records. Madam President, if I may I just move for a minute suspension?
Session suspended.
Pansamantalang na-suspend yung session, pero magbabalik din yan. Ngayon, basa ulit tayo dito sa, syempre, basa tayo sa reaksyon uli, no? Kasi i-part 2 natin yung mga iba. Inaabangan kasi natin yung susunod na hearing talaga, mamaya, andyan na, no? Ang daming mag-manifest. So, ito yung sinasabi para makompleto, no? Basahin natin para mas makompleto itong reaksyon ng mga taong bayan. Okay? Yan. Ano yung sinasabi nila? Buwahahaha. Okay lang yan. May picture pa nga kayo. Masaya kumakain. Salute to Risa. Risa. Buti di nabilaukan si Risa virus sa mga sinasabi niya. Nako, ito nga ba yung sinasabi ko? Talagang dalawa yung uri ng tao, either kakampi or kalaban. So, napakatalino ni Senator Risa at matapang, walang kinikilingan, hindi nananahimik sa mga taong mapang-abuso. Mabuhay. Ganun talaga, no? Wala namang luha. Next presenter, please. Walang luha kaya talaga, oh. Walang luha. Oh. Next. Ito, baka may luha to, no? Natroma ang animal sa gunshot kahit fake ang ginawang smoke screen para makatakas yan yung isang maisip talaga ng isang ordinaryong tao. Nung una, hindi rin tatlo din yung pumasok sa isip ko eh. Pwedeng dalawa lang. A is yung talagang plinano na huliin si Senator Bato. Oh, yun yung sa akin, ha. B, pwedeng ito ay isang drama para may dahilan na makatakas si Senator Bato. So, either of the two. Hanggang ngayon, hindi pa malinaw kasi nga hati pa rin eh. Hati pa rin yung sa investigasyon. Hindi kompleto eh. Sabi sa kabila, ganito ang totoo. Sabi sa kabila, ganito, mali. So, hindi magtutugma. Okay? paubayan na lang natin sa mga nag-iimbestiga, tapos i-discern natin. Kita naman natin kung anong nangyayari. Kung anong totoo. Kasalanan niya ni Soto. Pinayagan niya ang mga NBI diyan na huliin si Bato. Di ba? Ibang reaksyon din ito. Magkakaiba talaga, ang daming mga palaisipan. Ang isang kasing iniisip ko dito, sinasabi ni Aplaska na walang coordination. Dati, nagko-coordinate naman talaga. Bakit biglang walang coordination? Tapos bakit biglang may nagbubutas na walang paalam? Siyempre, maalarma sila doon sa loob. Yan ay kung yan yung according to him, yan yung side niya. Tapos yung sinasabi kasi na walang NBI doon, walang NBI. Tapos malaman sa video andon, tapos biglang nabago yung statement. Ay, sumulot pala si Veloso, yung head ng GSIS kasi for security purposes. Yung sinasabi ni Senator Alan, yung mga iba na mostly ang may trabaho doon is PNP. Bakit NBI? Ang sagot naman ni DILG, tinanong siya, bakit hindi PNP at NBI? Sabi niya, marami na kasing naka-position na PNP sa labas. So, dahil siguro ibig niya sabihin, kulang yung PNP. Hindi ako nila kulang PNP. So, kinuha din namin yung mga NBI. Ayun. Tapos, sinama na bilyon, mahalaga kasi yung gamit diyan sa loob kasi baka mamaya may protester na mga supporter ni Bato manggulo, at least proteksyonan daw yung mga yan mga inhibit o kaya mga display, kung ano man yung mahalagang bagay na display doon sa loob ng GSIS. Yan yung paliwanag. Hindi ako masyadong convinced. Para sa akin, kasi iba-iba nga iba-ibang take, hindi ako masyadong convinced. Hindi ko rin alam po sa inyo, meron din po kayong mga sariling mga opinion. Kaya nga, meron po tayong kanya-kanyang opinion based po sa ating discernment at pakiramdam base sa ating nakikita at lumalabas na evidence. Okay? Okay, baka dito muna natin ihinto ang part 1. Mamaya balik ulit ako kasi yan magdadalawang oras na. Masyadong mahaba. Itong emotion, hindi pa yata na baka gusto niyo iano natin yung pagiging emotional. Gusto niyo yung pagiging emotional? Tingnan natin to.
Commissioner's Cup.
Yung pagiging emotional, ibalik lang natin konti dito. Nanalangin ulit.
Granting Philippine citizenship to Benny Francois Boatwright.
Ito yung mga natin, atleta. Okay. Tuloy natin. Gusto ko yung may madamdamin saan ba yung madamdamin dito?
For the world. Mabuhay ang pinipili ang Pilipinas. Mabuhay ang nagmamahal sa Pilipinas. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas. May we request our colleagues, we urge them to support this and its immediate passing. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Senator Pangilinan. Majority Leader.
Ano kayang next dito?
Madam President, gentleman from San Juan, Senator Jinggoy Estrada would like to deliver his co-sponsorship speech. I move that he be recognized, Madam President.
Senator Jinggoy Estrada is recognized.
Thank you, Madam President. Madam President, distinguished colleagues,
Jinggoy.
I'm honored to co-sponsor the bills granting Filipino citizenship to two remarkable athletes to wit. House Bill number 6639 under Committee Report number 61, entitled An Act Granting Philippine Citizenship to Benny Francois Boatwright III.
Anyway, iyan po yung so tumigil tayo dito sa pang 156. Mamaya ituloy natin yung pagiging emosyonal, no? Ending 156. Tuloy natin yung pagiging emotional mamaya. So, anyway, shout out po sa ating lahat muli. Maraming salamat muli sa inyong lahat. Itutuloy natin inaabangan natin yung mas maraming manifestation ng mga senador, no? Kasi alam naman natin na ang daming gustong magsalita ngayon. So, ito na lang ang aking sa inyo. God bless you. See you mamaya. Okay, tayo muna yung pansamantalang.
Tara na magpudod, kaya